What's up, guys? It is an extremely early morning here at Forge 4x4. We are loading up all of the rigs to go out to Gordon's Well to shoot the main video that we put out for our giveaway rigs. This time it's going to be for the Ram 1500 TRX, as well as this awesome Jeep Rubicon 392 with a Whipple Supercharger and a bunch of other mods. And we're going to take these two out to the dunes, and we're probably going to race them head to head, but right now we're getting them all loaded up. You can see we've got all of the camera gear going into the truck. Of course, I have to load up the camera gear because our videographers are late. It's beautiful. What would you call this color? To me, it looks kind of purple, but it's got some hints of red in it. Yeah, guys, this thing has a Whipple Supercharger on top. It's a 6.4 liter. It's the same engine as the Scat Pack Challenger Charger, all those. So 6.4 liter, no supercharger, but we added the supercharger. And look at this thing.
I ran over a fucking bunny on the way over here.
Dude, you're 40 minutes late.
I almost turned around to see if I actually killed it.
Also, Regan's coming. Regan is going to be piloting the Scatty Jeep.
Big Jeep guy.
Big supercharged Scatty Jeep guy.
Big Jeep guy.
So, yeah, let's get on the road. I want to rip this TRX.
I don't know how to roll down the window.
You don't know how to roll? Dude, it's in the middle. I knew that was going to happen. All right, let's hear it. Rev it. Oh. Wait, hold on. All right, looks like we're almost there. We're like 22 minutes away. Just cruising in the TRX and the Hellcat pickup truck. I think since Jimmy's recording, it's about time we downshift and do a little pull.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's got some juice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Carter is a freaking master at this shit. Like, he's already got it set up. He's already got the autumn ridge all leveled up. Look at it. Look at the wood blocks. It's just ready for us. So we're gonna get unpacked so we can get this shoot started.
What the hell?
Hey, how was that thing on gas?
We killed a quarter tank.
You were napping?
I got here like an hour and a half ago.
Oh, nice.
Gatorade.
Yeah, it's a nice little home base.
Want to give me a little tour?
No. Oh, no need for that in the back.
What is this?
It's our spare.
A little sparesy.
Full-size spare?
Boston HFX1 and some Nittos. The 37s for your boys. Hopefully no one steals it.
All right, Carter, you do this all the time, but for people who may not off-road that often, why do you air down the tires?
More surface area on the tires. We typically go down to around a third of the, between a half and a third of whatever the max tire pressure is. So in this case, we could go down all the way to 12. I'm gonna stay a little bit higher at 18, and if we're slipping and not getting much traction, we'll go down a little bit lower. The lower that you go, the more of a risk that you run of blowing or the tire off the feed, in which case that's just a pain in the ass. You don't want to deal with that. There's so much horsepower under this Jeep, and I'm watching right now. We're gonna go about down to 18.
Now to do the same thing with the TRX.
So right here, we're at 36 right now. We're gonna go down to 22 on this. Heavier vehicle, not as much sidewall. I want to be
You were napping?
there.
Look at Jimmy getting his morning workout in. Ready for a long 5 days of carrying the gimbal out front.
My arms are about to be pumped.
Gimbal arms.
You guys don't see all the behind the scenes work. That's why we're filming this today, because we were up at 4 in the morning, got out here, and then immediately had to jump right into it. Got build sheets to do. We're gonna do a race with these two. We're gonna do a full sizzle shoot. Tons of photos, product photos, all within 48 hours.
Speaking of a race, What is the comparison between these two? Because it just looks like a 392.
You know what's interesting? So this is my first time driving it off-road. Like, there's less than 1,000 miles on this thing. It's brand new. So after ripping it a little bit, it feels similar to the Hellcats in that they lose traction, so they're almost slower. Because the second you hit it on the throttle in this thing,
Yeah.
and you're off-road, it just will kick it up. Now on the road, I think this thing will dust the TRX, but off the road, I'm very interested in a sand drag race to see who will win. We could even maybe do one down on the flats. Might be a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, this has a Whipple Supercharger underneath with the 6.4 liter Hemi V8. That is a 6.2 liter Hemi V8 with the supercharger, also known as the Hellcat.
Regan's drinking Prime. He saw freaking Jake Paul once.
Yeah, dude.
That took us over a year to build with our friends at Doetsch Off-road and Whipple, famous for their Whipple Supercharger.
So one thing you guys don't get to see is typically the behind the scenes. You see the finished video, it all looks done and all that stuff. But what you don't see is the BTS. There are lots of bloopers.
Shut the f up. I should probably introduce the build sheet and not. A good way to describe it. The most powerful, most incredible, most ridiculous Jeep. All right, you ready? Dune Destroyer, Mountain Slayer, Ice Slasher. Ever Tennessee Tarantula. Ever given a... God damn it. Why can I not intro? But now, I just got a fucking... First official shot of the sizzle. See, what you guys don't understand is sometimes you can't film in the middle of the day. The lighting looks like poop. So we gotta be creative and think up some shots that don't matter as much. Waste time pretty much. Oh shit.
Wow, dude.
Going 60 right now. Whoops.
How does that feel?
Too much power for one man.
Jeff, are you on comp?
I'm on comms for Jeff. Right now we're attempting to get this shot basically of the TRX going up right there and swinging around and kind of just doing a drift up that dune right there. So let's see if it can do it. All right, Jeff, did you get the shot?
No, wasn't a lot of sand. We need more sand.
We need the sand to be kicking up. Jeff wants more, guys. And if Jeff wants more sand, Jeff is gonna get more sand.
Alright, guys, I don't know what Alex has filled you in on, but we are out on the sizzle shoot with Carter, and we are shooting our supercharged Whipple Jeep 392 and this TRX that Regan is behind the wheel of right now. We're getting ready, the sun's setting. We have some of our crew up ahead of us in the Jeep. We have a couple guys behind us in a Can-Am. We're gonna go do the sunset shots, which is really the money shots. We've been waiting all day for this. We've been out here since the ass crack of dawn. We're gonna roll out here. I'll try to get some behind the scenes as we shoot this to show the craziness and the things that we do to get the shots for your rig.
We're leaking coolant. Take a look underneath. Got that.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah. we're gonna do some donuts in the TRX, some slides, because this thing has a lot of power, and we're just gonna see how it does. Actually see it in the background. The Jeep broke, so apparently a coolant line popped off or something underneath there. So it's puking coolant really badly down there, if you can see that. Regan's on the job already. He brought a bunch of tools, and he said it's bleeding off pressure. And of course, we can put water temporarily. Meanwhile, look how beautiful the TRX looks. And this thing works like a charm. Not that the Jeep doesn't exactly work, it's just, it broke. This thing has been dialed, but that's something that you get when you have a factory 702 horsepower Hellcat truck versus when you build a 6.4 liter Scat Pack engine that didn't have the supercharger. So that's basically a huge project, and with something like that, you're bound to have small issues like that sometimes, because you know you're adding a lot of horsepower to that engine. All right, Carter, you broke the Jeep.
I didn't break the Jeep. The coolant hose popped off a little bit. Easy fix.
All right. Okay, buddy. Okay. Cool it.
Well, the Jeep threw a coolant line.
Really?
Yeah, should be an easy fix. Just needs to cool off kind of quickly. In the meantime, we're gonna shoot a little bit more content. You know, sometimes we're out here testing these things. We make sure it gets all fixed up for the winners. But
yeah,
you know, we put them through the test to make sure that they're good enough. This is the first Whipple ever put onto a Jeep. Ever. Whipple took this Jeep, they prototyped it all on there. Of course, things are gonna be a little bit iffy.
Yeah.
But this is why we test them. You know, we're never gonna give somebody something that they're not gonna love and be able to use.
It's missing too much fluid to drive without the Jeep overheating. So
It's got a little upset tummy.
it's got an upset tummy. Yeah,
boo-boo guts.
we're gonna drag it back. Jimmy's off-road recovery in full effect right now.
Looks like a TRX. All
Yes,
right,
you
Jim, let's
freaking
see
psycho.
some fucking donut.
There's some fine donuts with this thing. What did he say?
He said the path out for him. He just cut right. Whatever that means.
Jeff is just so happy that he could rip the shit out of the freaking side-by-side. He almost killed us, right?
Actually almost killed
Seriously, dude, you were about to kill us. Seriously.
We were fine.
I was like, we're gonna die.
If I had a really powerful Can-Am, how about that?
You'd get in trouble.
Yeah.
You'd hurt yourself. Carter's building a fire.
I'm doing it the cheap way.
Nice little, just a little dabble, do you? One like that.
Boom. You heard it here first, folks. You guys are doing it wrong the whole time.
Let's see what they're working on over here. It looks like they got the lights set up. They've got Carter, Regan, Jeremy. The belt squeaking sounds like it stopped, right?
So what happened was
Carter fucking broke the Jeep.
Carter broke the Jeep because he was
sitting
doing
there
donuts.
going yeah up the
Carter
sand,
breaking.
picking up a rooster tail the size of Mount Everest for the dopest shot you guys will ever see. And the little belt thing came off. No, the
Little belt thing?
the coolant radiator tube.
Lower side.
The radiator snapped.
No, the radiator definitely didn't snap. Relax.
Okay, that's what I...
We just need a little tightening. Not tight all the way. There's very little room inside this thing. So
you can actually see.
we tried to let it cool down. We were going to try and maybe add some water on the trail, and it just wasn't doing it because there was an air bubble in the actual system that we needed to get out. The only way to do that, let it all the way drop down in temperature. We got it towed, got here. The boys went and got some distilled water. We'll switch out the entire system when we get back, but for now, this is good as new, hopefully. Very minor issue. But
Yeah, I mean, that happens when you put a Whipple, a 3-liter Whipple, on a 6.4 liter Hemi.
doesn't always.
Got enough lights on this thing, dude?
Status update. Jeep is running great. Temperature staying cool. Coolant looks like it's good to go. We had this hair up our butt for a cool shot. I've always wanted to light up the dunes and see if we could get some action shots of photos and video at nighttime, because it's always hard at night. The lights are so bright, obviously, and we always put a lot of them on our rigs. That our idea right now is I'm going to take the TRX up this embankment, So you got two guys up top setting up lights to basically light the spray that comes off the TRX, and it should make for a pretty cool shot, or it'll be a complete waste of time.
All right, guys, we're on day 2 of the TRX and Jeep 392 Whipple shoot, and we got Jeff flying the drone. We've got Jimmy over here getting some shots of both of them in the dunes. Jeff needs breakfast.
He does. He's cranky.
We all need breakfast, but
Yeah.
Jeff's cranky.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, he's like, just drive, just race.
Behind me is over 1,400 horsepower of all-American Mopar muscle that could be yours. We're giving you the chance of a lifetime to win this Jeep Wrangler 392 with the world's first ever Whipple Supercharger, or the legendary Ram 1500 TRX with that Hellcat engine, Black Hawk suspension, and more. One grand prize winner will be able to select between these two monsters plus $15,000 in cash, but only at forge4x4.com.
All right, we're at the conclusion of the Jeep and TRX shoot. We're just packing everything up. You want some help?
Yeah.
All right, here. Put a couple times.
All right, in conclusion.
Ow. No, I'm just kidding. We're good. We're good.
That was a pretty successful shoot. I don't know, what do you think?
I think it was, yeah. This location is pretty epic,
Yeah.
Especially for the rigs that we brought out here.
And I hope you guys liked the behind the scenes, seeing what we actually go through on one of these shoots. I think we did 17 hours straight yesterday, and then this morning woke up at 5:45 and hit it for that sunrise shot. So that's what we do to bring you guys good content. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you want more of these BTS style videos below. In the meantime, bring on the wild, folks. Oh wait, I have to do a sales pitch in order to pay for these things. We sell gear, apparel, and memberships on our website. Go to forge4x4.com. For every $1 you spend equals 1 entry to win, or become a member today. You're automatically gonna get 15 entries to win one of these incredible deals.